Modi, how did you start making people laugh? What is your story?
My story is I was doing investment banking, and then
Investment banking.
Yes, and then I did used to imitate the secretaries, and then I did that and my friend asked me to do it on stage, and I began doing it on stage, and that's where it began. And slowly but surely, the voice developed and became a very Jewish voice, and then I became big in the Jewish community, but that's where it began.
Where were you born?
I was born in Israel. We came to America when I was 7 years old.
And then you studied in America. You stayed in.
I stayed in America. I went to Boston University. Went to school in Long Island, and it's an area part of New York, very, very Jewish, and it's like this area here.
Yes.
That we're in with all the schools, and then I live in New York now.
Wonderful. How do you like Mexico?
Mexico is beautiful. The area we're here this Jewish area is very, very nice. Great restaurants, and great people. We've met a bunch of people from the Jewish community, and they're wonderful.
Do you think we could be an inspiration for your jokes?
An inspiration?
Yes,
for
like the Mexican Jews.
There's so many different types of Mexican Jews. There's the Sephardic, Ashkenazi, Syrians, everything here you have. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how the show goes tonight. Maybe from tonight I'll get inspired to do jokes about you guys.
Wonderful. In Mexico, there is a popular saying, Mexican laugh at death. What do you think about this concept? Can Modi laugh at death?
Laugh at death? Well, I don't laugh at death, but you can always make jokes. They have a reference. I do an entire show about, not a show, but I have a material I talk about going to a shiva, you know? And so if you look at my special that I did, it was called Know Your Audience. I talk about going to a shiva. And so I don't laugh at death, but laugh at the things around it. You have to find how to make it funny.
Yes. How did you experience October 7th, and did it change your life?
October 7th, I was in Israel. We had a tour. Yes, we had a tour, a whole bunch of shows, because it was Sukkot. So it was the holiday of Sukkot, and so I did the shows, and then and then from there I went to Paris the Monday after the Saturday, and we did shows in Paris. And I just kept going. You have to keep going. You have to give people a pause for laughter, which is what my tour is called. My tour now that I'm on is called Pause for Laughter. Take a break, laugh, and then go back to your morning.
Because it's hard. Your job is to make people laugh, and now with all what is happening, it is comedy can be perceived as both inappropriate or a relief. After so much pain, how have you dealt with it in your shows?
Well, I give them an hour and 10 minutes without thinking about fun stuff. And at the end, I sing Hatikva. I sing the Israeli national anthem at the end to remind everybody where our prayers, our thoughts, our hearts are.
Do you think there is tikva?
Of course, yes, of course. Yes.
How is that?
We have to. That's what Jews do. We believe it's going to be better. It's going to be amazing. Be Mashiach, messianic energy, Mashiach energy, and then it's going to be that you have to think like that. Otherwise, why live?
Has the so-called cancel culture impact your work as a comedian in any way? What is it for a comedian to deal with these issues at a time when anything can cause offense to someone and lead you to be canceled?
Cancel culture hasn't affected me. I don't really insult people directly that much. And if they do, that's their problem. It's not mine. But many other comedians do go through a whole bunch of canceled situation. But I always try to be. You can be funny without hurting people.
Yes, I think this is your specialty.
Yes.
Have you been censored in any moment? At any moment?
Have I been censored in any moment? No. No. My act is clean, and there's no meanness to anybody on it, and it's human dignity to everybody, and so it's fun. Again, having fun with people, not fun at people.
Why is Judaism so funny?
It's not. You have to make it funny. How do you make it funny? You find the humor in the situation, like going to a shiva. The questions people ask the people who are sitting shiva, you find funny in that. Yeah.
Because there is a special Jewish humor.
There is a type of humor that's typed. Yes,
that is Jewish.
Yes, it's Jewish humor is a type of humor. There's sex humor, there's dirty humor, there's Jewish humor is but it's kind of vague. It's very vague. You don't. It's laughing at could be the way other people perceive us, the way we perceive other people. That could be the situation of Jewish humor.
And why do we love to laugh at ourselves?
We enjoy seeing ourselves in a different light. In the different way of thinking of things, and it's wow, you see it in a different way. Yeah, that's why.
What are your projects now? You are going on a long tour.
I'm on a very long tour. We're very happy to be a part of the community here in Mexico for Yad HaChamim, which is unbelievable work they do, and to see the entire community unite. 900 people more are coming to see a show, and they're coming to see a comedy. They're not coming to see somebody lecture about the situation in Israel. They know, we all have that, but they're coming to laugh, and everybody from the community, from what I understand, not just certain parts of the community, which makes me the happiest.
And then you are going to all kinds of places, including Europe.
We have shows in Europe. We just did a big show in London, was amazing, and we're heading to Warsaw, Poland,
yes.
And to Antwerp, and to
Poland must be
Poland. Yeah,
hard.
it's going to be. I'm excited. I'm excited to go make comedy where so many of the Jews were destroyed. Were taken from their homes, and now we're coming. We survived. When you go to Poland now, there's no Nazis, but there's Jews. So it's a way to show them, wow, we're still here. Yeah.
And then, where are you going after?
Then it doesn't end. It keeps going, and in the summer, and we're going to be back in America doing tours, and then films and all kinds of fun projects. And it's the best way to follow is on my Instagram and on my website, modilive.com.
And do you make humor also at home when you are with your family?
Yeah. If I say something and I see people laughing, I see, oh, maybe there's something there, and that's where the material comes from.
When you was younger than now, that you live now, your experience, how you see the change in the Jewish community?
Stronger and bigger. The change in the Jewish community from when I was a child to now, 20 years, 30 years, it's a stronger community, prouder community. It's a very it's amazing. But New York is a lot of Jews, so there's a million different people doing all different types of stuff. When you come to a place like Mexico City, they all come together. It's a united community. The religious, the not religious, the Sephardic, the Ashkenazi, everybody here is united. It's very beautiful to see that. You see that in Montreal. You can see that in the middle of America. You see it. Little pockets where all the Jews know each other and are all united and have a community. It's very, very nice.
From your point of view as a comedian, what do you think is the biggest challenge nowadays to be a comedian and to be in social media when half of the world is against you?
Focus on making people laugh. So when you go to my Instagram page, I post I do jokes. If you come to my page, you're gonna laugh, right? I don't discuss what's happening in the war. I don't discuss what's happening in politics, because there's other people who do that. I focus on, my job is making people laugh. So I'm not, today 15,000 bombs went off in Israel. It's not my job. They know that. They saw that somewhere else. They don't need to see it on my account. Sometimes we post, when hostages and things that make happy, I'll post that. But otherwise, that's there's a focus. Make people happy and bring peace. That's it. So you just focus on what you're there to do. Yeah.
And it's quite difficult to make people laugh. I think it's much more difficult than make other emotions.
I don't know, people are very, well, for me it's not. Thank God, God gave me the gift for it, and so I use it. But for you, maybe, for you it'd be hard to go make people laugh, but I got it.
It's a gift.
Yes, it is a gift from God, yes.
And you had this gift from when you were young, when you
I
were
don't know,
a child?
I think it developed when my friends said I was making people laugh when I was doing imitations of people, and then as a kid I wasn't that funny, you know. I was just doing my thing, and then it developed. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.